What's up, Better Days? Today we're out at Long Hunter State Park. This is Couchville Lake. I got my clients, Blaine and Jeremy. We're gonna do our best to catch these crappie. It's December 30th today, and we're about to start a new year, 2025. Happy New Year. I want to wish the best to you and yours, and I hope that you get a big one this year, a nice big trophy fish, whatever kind of fish you like to catch. I hope you get the one you're going after. Today we're going after crappie. Let's go see what we can do. The walleye, the black crappie, the buffalo, so many important fish. So we're gonna drop this like 7-8 feet under the boat. Just let it sit like that right there. No, just not until it gets a bite.
And then grab it.
Right. And then what'll happen is like the little rod tip will start going down. Like it'll start bending down. Just grab it up and stick the hook in them. Okay. And like what a lot of people will do is they'll be like, oh, and try to feel the bite. Why? It's a live minnow. It's alive. Just as soon as because you're sitting here, you're gonna be doing something else. You're gonna be fishing with this other rod I'm gonna put in your hands. That thing's gonna double over like this. Just take your hand that you're holding your rod with, boom, smack that thing. All right. And you'll catch more crappie if you can find some crappie. You don't want to give crappie a small hook. Like if you're watching these guys on ice fishing videos, they're out there and they got their jigs straight down and they're doing a lot of that jiggling their little jig, hoping to get something to come in and hit it. Right. But when they're using minnows, they just got a jig down there, a jig head down there, and they just tip it with a minnow. And they set down that. Why do they do that? Because if you use a little hook, one of those tiny little hooks, a minnow's gonna, or a bluegill's gonna get your minnow. Huh. If you a bluegill, okay. They got these little mouths though. Yep. Like their mouth is too little. So if they start picking on this thing right here, they're not going to get this hook in their mouth. They may get the minnow off, but that'll be fine. We'll put a new minnow on. Okay. What you want is these crappies. Even a little crappie has a mouth this big, so he's going to hit this minnow. He's going to take this whole thing in. Huh. So the whole thing's going to double over, and we're not going to catch fish with these jig heads. Like bluegills and little, you know, hopefully no little yellow bass. We may get one or two, but the smaller mouthed fish are going to have trouble getting their hook in their mouth, and that's why I use this hook instead of like a proper minnow hook. Okay. You know, that long shank minnow hook is designed for the little bit of the hook to go in the mouth and then the hook to go down so that it can come back out and grab something. You don't want that with this. Their whole mouth is going to engulf this. So when you find some fish, a lot of guys are going to use bobbers with jig heads and minnows, and like you're gonna look for them in places around your house, like on Center Hill Lake, up in the shallow areas where there's trees in the water. Okay. You're gonna throw a little bobber in there with a jig head and a minnow instead of like a minnow hook. Okay. And that's a huge tip from these crappie fishermen guys.
What kind of weight is jig head?
This is a 1/48 of an ounce. Okay. So small. One thing I always do is like this rod is 5.5 foot long, so that would be 6 foot deep. Okay. If the rod tip was in the water. So like if it's 6 foot there, then it's like 5 foot there. We want it about 6 foot deep. Okay. Sitting like that. Then we're gonna start casting and retrieving. All right. Oh, yeah. Just stick it when it does that, like that right there. You got him. So that's our first cast, first fish. We'll go ahead and put him on the clicker.
Does it count?
Yeah, I mean, come here. We're gonna click all of them. Yeah. Here, just point it to me. Okay. Every time, just point it right over here. Out here, there's no size limit, so we're just stick it, please. Just go ahead and stick it. Not that hard next time, okay. But you'll always get them. You don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to. You just have to quickly just stab him.
Looks like might be a keeper. If you'll remember me from trout, I tend to be an aggressive.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that aggressive.
Ah, there we go. All right.
A little slower. A little slower. There you go. Now you're slowing. That's good. That's the crappie speed right there. Crappie respond to that everywhere. The first thing you do when you're somewhere you suspect there might be some crappie you could catch, You roll these jigs slow back to the boat. That's the first thing you do. Then we'll talk about methods. If this don't work for 20-30 minutes, we'll talk about other methods.
On the jig?
Yeah, that's right.
Now,
I feel bad for them. I'm sure they came out to use that fishing pier, and then they put a sign up that says the fishing pier is closed.
That's just because of depth? Water depth?
No. The fishing pier is closed, and they never tell you why they do stuff like this. It drives me nuts. You got one over there.
It's dropping. I didn't.
No,
A little bit more weight. A little bit.
That's another clicker. We got a clinker that I've gone away from in the last year because smaller is better. Here we go. Just set that other one down. As soon as you dropped it down there, you got him. We might just need to put 4 minnows out.
I mean, they're pretty. Oh, saved the minnow.
No, it's not a problem.
There you go.
Oh, you got one on. He got one on the retrieve.
And
Look
I
here.
felt that tap exactly like you said.
Oh, you got it.
He felt the thump.
All right.
He
well,
felt the
now
thump.
there's nothing.
Then it's gone. But I saw your rod tip bent over. Cause like that used to be a thing. Like we had to know.
Ooh, straight.
Oh, a little yellow belly. We had to know. Oh, see that he got it.
On the minnow?
Did you see what he did right there?
Yep.
Golly, that flare. Oh, look at that flare. These things will get you worse than any other fish in the water.
And is that a bass?
It is a true bass, a yellow bass.
Okay.
Yellow belly
Was
bass.
that on the minnow?
Uh-huh. And it's a true bass. So, like, people say largemouths and smallmouths, those are sunfish.
Wow. Whatever that was.
Oh, so they're a sunfish.
Yeah, largemouth are, yeah. All right, I can't get this one off the hook. I got another one over here on the right. Guys, hit me up, betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. Got another one over here. What we've got is a school of little yellow bass coming through all at the same time. Hit me up, betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. We'll get you out here. We'll catch fish as fast as we can catch fish. There's that one. Watch this thing flail. You stick your fingers right there.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah, wow.
Every single one of those
Be
points will
serious
poke
about
you.
that.
Gonna get you. This is a crappie.
Get him in here. Oh, that's a big one. Get him in here. Guys, we're hooked up. I got 3 lines all hooked up.
Oh, that's what I felt. Okay. Oh, no, I got a fish.
No, you got a fish. We got oh, get him in. That's a good one. Get him in here. Get him in here. Get him in.
Yeah.
Get him in. Get him in.
I'll need your needle nose when you're done.
Yeah. Let me click these 2.
This is comical.
Hit me up, guys. betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. Remember when I was saying today's supposed to be a good day?
Yeah, I remember something about that. Boy, that is a lively tip on this.
Yeah, ain't it crazy? Any little movement you make is gonna. Yeah, that's a fish though. Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Nice.
How about that tip on that rod though?
It is. Got some action to it.
Your boy's been using it. You didn't know how good of a rod it was.
You're holding out on me, huh?
See, this rod right here is so much better, huh? Look,
Can't
man.
do that flick with it.
That's,
See, right there.
Yeah, well, you got when you say C, that's when you needed to set the hook, but you didn't set until you said right there.
Gotcha.
So when you said C was when you needed to set the hook.
I got my first one
Uh-huh.
on the jig.
And it's that thump. It's that thump that is so amazing. It's okay. Bring him right through here. He's getting a little close to your line now. Bring him right through. It's a warmouth. Got a warmouth.
Okay,
Got a warmouth here.
that's weird.
You ever seen a warmouth?
No, never heard of it.
All right. So it's in the same family as bass and bluegill. It's called a warmouth. See how? Look at
Yeah.
that. Look how purple he is. See
Oh,
all the
yeah.
purple?
Yeah.
Now look at here. Watch this. When I turn him to you, see all the purple?
Oh, wow.
He's a warmouth, and they call him that because see how giant his mouth is? This fish is as big as my thumb, but my whole thumb can go in his
In
mouth.
That
Wow.
mouth, yeah.
Uh-huh. He's a warmouth.
Well, that's... There goes again.
Bluegill. Bluegill. Those are both bluegill. He'll pull it over. Like, see how it's pulled over now? Pop it a little. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, education. What
Bass.
is it-
Told you it wasn't a crappie.
what can we not keep right now if it was in a keepable size? Is there seasons for things?
No, every single fish we've caught so far we've been allowed to keep, including this one.
Okay.
But this is a different body of water. If you're over on that body of water to our left, that fish would be super illegal, like ridiculously illegal. And so would every single one of the crappie in our box.
Really?
We wouldn't be allowed to keep any of those over there.
What's your minimum over there?
10 inches for crappie.
Wow.
And 15 inches for that little bass I just had right there.
Wow.
We're doubled up again, guys. Hit me up, betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. It's fun when they're far away on the catch and retrieve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, the minnow's still there.
It's a trout.
No, it's not a trout. This guy.
Never mind. I saw it from the side. It looked like a trout.
This guy and his trout. It's a crappie, I promise.
Hit us up at First Day Fishing.
Yeah. Throw that fish in the water.
Already hit?
Probably. Oh yeah, there's a fish on it. Told you.
Yeah, sure there is. Yeah.
Just set it down. Set that other one down. No.
This one. I just don't want it to get stuck on the bottom.
All right.
I'm shy of that now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a
Crappie.
keeper.
Come here, baby. Don't you get off of there.
There's a keeper.
Oh,
Right in the porta-john, huh?
come on. Yes. Don't you stick me, you bird.
Just point him over here.
Keep trying to
I think that's our best fish of the day.
get me.
Last minnow.
Oh, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, it was tough getting it out.
We were catching fish like left and right and then left again.
It's great.
Yeah, it was crazy. I got a little hot under the collar. We was smoking them. I kept telling the camera, hit me up, guys. Better Days Fishing and G. Come on out. We'll do a trip. Book a trip.
Well, I didn't even ask. What does it cost to do it?
Oh, you got one. You had one on. You guys still there?
He's there.
All right.
You want to take it?
$175 is what I charge for this trip.
Okay.
But I have so many trips. Like I have $400 trips, $300 trips, $250 trips. I've got bass trips, crappie trips, trout trips, muskie trips. Until I got in trouble with the state of Tennessee, I was doing sturgeon trips.
Ooh. They don't like it, huh?
No, it's illegal to fish for sturgeon.
Oh, you turd.
It's in danger. He hit it right there where you could see
I
it.
saw him. Yes.
So,
Wow.
so when they're doing that, remember what I was just saying to you about doing this thing around the boat?
Right.
Okay, we're catching them left and right. Not only did I have the couple that I forgot to put on the clicker, now you guys have just caught 2 more that I need to put on the clicker. Remember when you said I was behind on the clicker?
Yeah.
Oh.
How did I do that?
Oh, we got them.
Do you have a bite?
Yes.
Isn't that fun? Now what you can do, since they're hitting right there beside the boat, is you can just take that rod and fan it out around
Just
you.
move it around.
Mm-hmm. And like you gotta be patient still, you're still fishing. But if you like do this real slow, at like 4 or 5 feet under the water, maybe 6, and then go back up this way, like you'll get a bite.
Oh,
That's another keeper there.
That was a
Nice.
weird bite.
Bring him in here, bring him in here.
Weird bite. Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to click anything the last couple of clickers.
That was just like all of a sudden there's something on there. I wasn't.
That's good. He's a stubby little guy. He got a little scoliosis too.
Yeah, it's a little
He,
crooked.
he does fish
There it
too.
is.
Wow. He thumped it. It's fun with those little light lures,
Yeah,
huh?
it
It's
is.
completely different than running those
Yeah.
other ones back. They're just kind of sitting out there in the ether, like not floating, not sinking, just kind of hanging out. These are 2/64 of an ounce.
Huh.
So the 2 of these together weighs as much as 1 of those that you started off with. Come on, baby. I love it. Love it. I love it. I'm having fun. I am having fun. Hit me up, you guys. betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. This was the 4-hour trip. We ended up catching about 50 fish. We got some nice keeper crappies. Here comes another one. Nice. He can go in the bucket. Hit me up, betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. This is the 4-hour trip, and it's 175 bucks. You can bring a couple of you out. This is Couchville Lake at Long Hunter State Park, and I tell people where to go fishing. If you like that kind of thing, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a better day.